Merry Christmas, 25 minutes before the top of the hour. Yes, it is time for our Iowa-Tennessee connection. And there he is. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, my goodness. And neither Hank or I are in the camera here because, we had to go. There we go. There's Hank.
What's up, Hank?
How do we do this? There we go.
Hey, Joe. How you doing?
Good. How you doing? I think you left this at the party last night, Hank.
I wonder where that went.
Dude, we're still coming down from a not so silent night.
How much fun was that, dude?
I've only gotten 3 death threats, so I'm impressed. It was really a good time.
I got like a baker's dozen already, so that
did you really?
Matter.
Well,
yeah.
Hank, can you slide in there a little more, Hank? Better get you on. There you go. Hank's going to be filling in for me next week, brother. I always take the week between Christmas and New Year off.
Okay.
I don't go anywhere. I just stay at home and do what I call a staycation. Look at my hair today, man. I'm just kind of
what do you wear to the living room? That's the question.
What do I wear well, you want me to send you a picture?
No, please don't.
Here's the thing. I probably should, just to get even partially close to even with the things that you have sent me over the years. In case our listeners don't know, every time my phone buzzes and it's a message from JD, I cringe. Especially when I see it's a picture message. Then I go, do I open this or not?
Especially if it's after midnight.
Right. Which is quite often, actually. Quite often.
You should have a folder for just after midnight Joe Denim picks to Darren.
After midnight. Good song. Yeah. Good song. Mm-hmm. So you're in Ohio today. Did you go
straight from Ohio today?
Did you go straight from Iowa to Ohio, or did you?
No, we went back to Nashville, hung out for a while, and then just blasted up here, and we're chilling out and just having fun with it.
Getting ready for Christmas, of course. Now, in case people don't know, you are originally from Ohio. That's why you're in Ohio.
Mm-hmm. Indiana/Ohio. So yeah.
Okay, now explain that. How can it be Indiana/Ohio?
So I was born in Indiana, and then I couldn't find work at 18 months. So we moved east an hour and a half apparently. So I grew up in Ohio. So yeah, nice. That's where good old dairy farm. Milking those.
So what part of
those? Yeah, milk.
That's right. You did have a dairy farm. That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, Holsteins.
In case you don't know, if you weren't at the a not so silent night Saturday night, if you weren't at Denim Fest last year, if you've never met Joe, when you meet him, that's how he shakes hands. He immediately just reaches out and starts going like this. Yeah, that's how he shakes hands.
I have little hands, so.
Which the cows were appreciative of, little hands.
Well, the cows, it gets the job done. They were a little reluctant, when I showed up with these big mittens, and they're like, "All right, we're good. Here's your milk. Let's go. Let's get over with this." So it worked out. Speaking of, how about last Saturday night?
Let's talk about last Saturday night. And not so silent night. We had a good crowd show up. Lots of fun, man. Lots of fun. Yeah. It was a great time all the way around. You were on it, and Cody was on it. Cody performed extremely well.
I thought you were great. That's a side I haven't seen of you as much. It was a great room to just let our hair down and go for it.
Yeah, man. Just have some comedy fun, which was a lot of fun to say the least. But it was great. Cody is about the. I mean, I'm a big guy, but Cody's got me outdone. And Cody took his shirt off. God bless him. Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, he looked like the top to an old leather boot.
He looked like the model of the Buddhas they make that they kicked aside and said, "No, we got to do another one. This one's not it."
He looks like the before pictures of like every Dexatrim commercial.
That's what it is. He's a good guy, though, man. He talented artist, very talented.
We had so much fun. He's so great and so funny, and man, what a addition I thought to the whole night he brought. He's just so quiet and funny, and then boom, he comes out of his shell. But yeah, we had a great time.
So now we turn our sights from a not so silent night to Denim Fest coming up next August 27th.
Mm-hmm.
Holy smoke!
I think we ought to do a few more of those lead up to Denim Fest things. We should do a few more of those. They were so fun.
I think that's the plan.
Yeah, I guess I try to keep up with the plan, but it sounds like a good one.
Yeah. I think we've got one slated for April the 15th in Guam. And
Guam, okay.
I'll
have to check the weather.
You're big with the Guamians down there, so
I can't set foot in Laos.
That's right. You're still banned in Bangkok. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, for obvious reasons. There's that.
So
Talk about that.
And let's get back to that in just a second, because I want to ask you, where are you at right now, man? Are you at somebody's home, or are you at an establishment, or where are you?
I think I'm in a bank. Let's see here.
You're in a bank? Are you fixing to rob the place, or what are you doing here?
Well, I think John Dillinger actually robbed this place at one point or another.
Is that right?
No, this is brother-in-law's house, and he's got a shed that I shouldn't say it's a shed. It's like a barn dominium, if you will. And he got the basically the interior of an old can factory. And several years ago, we went over there and helped get everything out. And it's like literally like from an old bank building. I'm like living sitting in a 1930s bank building in here, and he's got these old cool lights, and it's just bad. Well, you know what it is. It's cool. But that's where I'm at.
Cool. It looks cool. That's why I asked. I saw that you're leaning on like a marble countertop there, and I saw those like bars behind you. I thought, man, where is he at? That is not the Waffle House.
That's not the Waffle House. It's cotton candy on the ceiling. You can kind of see that, and the sound in here, is perfect. So I told him, I'm like, look, I don't know if you can put tin all over the ceiling so it'd be so loud, but it is perfect in here like this. So yeah. You can shoot deer off the upstairs deck, so you have to shoot across the road. But there's some neighbors, but you can still shoot deer out of here.
Well, yeah. Just make sure the neighbors. Maybe sure the neighbors are out of the way. That's all that matters.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I don't know about that, but yeah, that's where I'm at. So yeah, I'm in Central Ohio right now. So we're gonna spend the holidays.
Okay, so when you say Central Ohio, you're talking what community in Ohio?
I would probably.
Where in proximity to Cincinnati, Cleveland?
I am halfway between Cincinnati and Cleveland, right in the middle of the state, about an hour and a half east of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Wow. So I'm still close to that Indiana line. But yeah, right in the northwest corner of Ohio, yeah.
Where are you from, Dayton? Because I stayed in Dayton about 2 years ago. I was coming through Ohio late at night, stopped in Dayton.
Hour south of here. I could be at Casanos in Dayton in an hour.
Wow. So now I'm getting the image of
the lay of the land. Yeah, if you show up, I'll know it's you.
Yeah, well, you would know that, yeah.
Yeah, there he is.
So back to these Denim Fest lead-ins, man, or lead-ups. Mm-hmm. So we got we're gonna have a couple of those planned where you're gonna be out and about doing the gig and just kind of getting people warmed up for the big Denim Fest, which is again on August 27th right here in Fort Dodge, Fort Frenzy. Looking forward to that, of course.
Yeah, we sold some tickets the other night to that. People are already buying tickets for that thing.
Yeah, man, it's a hot commodity, dude.
Dude, it's so much fun. So many great people. Saw some great faces. Got some great gifts. It was awesome. It was just a good time.
And here's one thing too. We need to mention that as we get closer and closer to actual Denim Fest, we will announce who's going to be performing on the stage that night. Not necessarily with you per se, but performing on the stage that night. And,
yeah, we have a bunch of our buddies coming up there, and somebody said, "Who's it going to be?" And I'm like, "Well, it depends on how many people buy tickets. We might have Kid Rock, or we might have Kid. The GOAT. It just depends.
It's all based on sales, man.
Based on sales. Tell your friends, tell your family, make some new friends, buy tickets, and you'll be amazed at who we bring.
It's all based on that. So buy the tickets. You can either have Kenny Chesney, or you could have Ken standing right there.
This doesn't even have a last name. Just Ken.
Just the Ken doll right there on stage.
Yeah, Kenny Bishop. He mows yards around the corner and does tile work. I mean, he's great, but
yeah, he plays the spoons like nobody else.
I mean, he does.
He can do it. Why are you playing with a banana again?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what happened last night. Last night got a little weird out here.
That's still there.
I'm going to turn this around so you can see this. There's a small toilet.
Oh.
A banana. A whole bunch of liquor.
Oh.
And a really ticked off black cat over in the corner. So I don't know. It was. I heard. We had quite the time. We had. Yeah. That's kind of. Walking around and looking around going, yeah, there's some hot sauce.
Let's do the math on this. Yeah. Banana, liquor, toilet, hot sauce.
Yeah.
Joe Denim, angry cat.
Angry cat.
Yeah. I don't know.
Ohio's a crazy place, man.
It's not just Ohio, man. It's right. It's this guy right here. I mean, it's right where
it's wherever I go, Hank. I'm sorry. I wish I could blame it on the state, but it's just I don't know.
You bring trouble all around.
I do. Speaking of bringing trouble all around, I hear that we're getting a new Des Moines, Iowa entity in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yes, man. You sent me the message on that the other day. Now I did know that, and we are great partners with Hy-Vee.
Yeah,
Hy-Vee, they host our Saturday coaches show every week. They're big advertisers with us, big sponsors of things that we do. We just love Hy-Vee to death. They now have Wahlburgers in our local Hy-Vee here. The Market Grill that they had, which was so good, has now been converted over to Wahlburgers. But yes, I knew that they were expanding. They just announced what's so amazing is Hy-Vee as a company just announced on Monday that they were looking to expand into a few different states. And then Tuesday, you sent me a text with a story that Hy-Vee is going to be building one in Tennessee.
Not only that, but they're building a huge distribution center to service a bunch of southern states. So it's going to be another distribution center in Nashville, which we have like everybody now. We have Google and Beretta and Costco and Dole Bananas, and we have every. If you need to distribute some stuff, Nashville's the place to be. But yeah, Hy-Vee's going to set up shop, man. And they're doing a lot of stores. Yeah,
that is awesome. You're gonna love Hy-Vee. They're big.
I came and saw you at one time.
Yes, you did. I was doing a remote there, and you and A1 were on your way to perform at Okoboji. Yeah. And you stopped at Hy-Vee and had those pork burgers you were grilling that day. Delicious.
We had pork burgers. I did find out their security is a little lacking because I could run faster than them, so we made out there with a couple carts of stuff. So,
yeah, you're gonna love Hy-Vee, man, and they they're just great people all the way around. Good company to work with, and that's good that they're coming to Tennessee.
I'll know that it's a total Iowa Hawkeye invasion if we get a come and go in Nashville. If we get a come and go, I'll be like, all right, here we go. I wouldn't even have to leave the state.
That's just it. If you guys get a come and go, it's going to be you're not going. You're coming and staying. That's what you're doing. That's
exactly. So funny. Which I think those both would be great for Denim Fest because we've worked with them before and we loved them. They loved us. We should have some fun with those people.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. We'll work on that up here on our end, and we'll see what A1 can do on her end. But absolutely.
Clean up in aisle 6. I'll write a song called "Clean Up in Aisle 6" for Hy-Vee.
Hy-Vee started. I worked at Hy-Vee when I was finishing up my first bachelor's degree at William Penn in Oskaloosa, and I worked at the Hy-Vee there, and I learned the history of Hy-Vee. They put you through, training, of course. Mm-hmm. And this was 30 plus years ago, but I learned the history of Hy-Vee. It was started by two guys named Hyde and Wiedenberg, and that's where Hy-Vee comes from.
Hyde and Wiedenberg sounds Spanish.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too. But it's good stuff. Good stuff. Good company. And that's where it all began. Hyde and Wiedenberg.
Yeah, is that Swedish or Dutch or German? What is that?
It's a mix of Irish Swahili. It's got it's got
kind of Aili.
Right. It's one of those. It's just got a little mixture in there. But,
okay, so back up. You said one of my first bachelor degrees. How many do you have?
I have 2.
Yeah. What are they in?
Yeah. I have one in sociology and one in law.
Okay. Wow. Well, see, maybe that's why I stay in touch with you. It comes in handy if I ever get arrested again.
That's it.
Call Darren. He knows.
Yeah, that's it. It's just a bachelor's in law, dude. I'm not a lawyer. All right, I'm not a lawyer.
Wow, man, if you were, that'd be awesomer too.
Well, if it was, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you now, would I?
Well, maybe.
I'd be out prosecuting or defending or whatever I do.
I think you'd be defending. You're like, what? No, listen, it was just a goat, and he had a banana. All right, now the goat was.
I don't know, man. If I was a lawyer, I don't know. That's where the money is in the defense side. But
yeah.
I don't know. I just think prosecuting would be more me.
I can see that.
I don't know. Maybe not. What do you think, Hank? What would I be?
You do remind me a little bit of a prosecutor. I can see that. I agree with that a little bit. Now, what'd you say, Joe? What do you think on Darren about prosecuting or the other?
I think he could take over Judge Judy's spot, actually. I think it could be Judge Darren. What?
Judy and I are like this.
Yeah, which one's on? Which one is this? You and this is which one? This is you and this.
I'm not saying which one is which, because we can spin it around too. See?
Oh, yeah. Whether you're defending or prosecuting.
You know, this is really. This is typical us. We have no idea what we're going to talk about. Now we're talking about Judge Judy in law here, right? Since we're on that topic, do you remember the original People's Court with Judge Wapner?
Wow, that was back when Donahue was on. Remember that?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
they were back to back. Yeah, I remember that. I've got Judge the bailiff Bird. You know the Bird from Judge Judy, the big black dude.
Do you really?
Yeah, I've got his cell number. Yeah, we talk.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very
I don't know why. I don't know. It's the most random thing ever.
Yeah, I have no idea why.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, this Bird from San Diego, and he's like, hey, guy from Judge Judy. Yeah, I do. Wapner. What was Judge Wapner's first name?
Judge Joseph Wapner.
Joseph.
Remember him? He was the angriest old boy on the planet. Remember, he was just kicked off all the time.
Hated everybody.
He did.
I don't think he would have enjoyed Not So Silent Night last Saturday night.
No, he probably would have sentenced you big time.
Yeah.
Do you remember his bailiff? Rusty Burrell. Rusty Burrell was his name. Okay, now go back and watch some old episodes of the People's Court with Judge Wapner.
Okay.
And you'll see Rusty Burrell. He was the bailiff. Well, okay. Rusty was back when the People's Court was on. Rusty was about 117 years old, but he was the bailiff, right? But why they had him on as the bailiff was because he was the bailiff during the Manson hearings, during the Manson trials.
Oh, okay, yeah. Old Charlie Manson.
Old Chuck Manson. Yep.
Old Chuck Manson. Joe Wapner.
Chuck was a little bit. Chuck was a little bit out there.
Yeah,
to say the least.
Yeah. Speaking of, Cody kind of looked like Charlie Manson's forehead. You know, his upper body.
Yes, he did, didn't he?
Yeah. I mean, we used to draw stuff like that as bus pranks on people, and now that's what people do. And I'm like, wow, okay, all right. That is Sharpie, right? It's not Sharpie.
Oh yeah, no, that's Chuck was something else. I watched a parole hearing for Charles Manson one time. They had it on one of the networks, and he was never going to get out. I mean, there's just no way. He was sitting in his parole hearing.
Yeah,
he was sitting in his parole hearing, and you're just watching, going, "They're not going to ever let you go, man. Just listen to yourself. Do you hear yourself? They're never going to let you go."
The only one crazier than him, I think, is who is still out roaming the streets is David Allen Coe. Same deal.
You ever run into DAC?
I did down in Florida. He had a girlfriend on a leash, and
wow,
yeah, fishnet stockings and Kiss looked like Kiss 10-inch heel boots. Yeah.
Wow, no kidding.
It was summertime. Yeah. I'll tell you the story at the next Denim Fest deal. It was epic.
At the next, when the mic is not on deal. Huh?
Yeah, when the mic is not. David Allen Coe stories cannot be told on the airwaves.
Wow, that's too bad. I like his music, man.
I do too. Maybe we should go. Oh, what was that? I was Never Call Me by My Name. Maybe that'd be a good go out song. Yeah,
absolutely. Wow, that's interesting. Now I got a whole different depiction of David Allen Coe. That's interesting.
Yeah, he had stuff weaved into his hair, like turtle's feet and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, well,
I mean, it's a typical Monday, just weave that dead snapping turtle foot into my hair. That'd be cool.
He just left the grocery store, get off his back. He knew he knew what he's doing.
Let's see, I need some avocados, some little halo oranges, and I don't know, maybe a muskrat tail.
Yeah, so much for Daniel Boone. Well, that's interesting. That's wow. I didn't realize that you knew David Allen Coe as well. I should have known. There's nobody you don't know down in that area. There's no artist that you don't know.
I know. I don't. If we get enough tickets sold, how funny it would be if we brought David Allen Coe to Denim Fest. Can you imagine?
Well, I think you're gonna have to now because I need to see this.
Prison. You might want to hone up on your law degree if we do that because you're probably going to need it.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny, man. Oh, well, so much for I'm looking forward to playing a David Allen Co. song now because it's going to have a whole different spin on it for me.
Just think of dog leashes and kiss boots and fish net stockings.
Taylor Swift on a leash. Okay. All right.
Basically, yeah. This is more like Trailer Swift.
Oh, no. Hey, even better. Even better. It doesn't cost as much.
Yeah, there's a whole different meaning to Tears on My Guitar on that deal. So.
Fantastic.
That's why she got into pop rather than country.
Yeah, you aren't kidding. Yeah, because David Allen Co. is following her around. Okay. Trailer Swift.
She's like, I'm out of this deal. Trailer Swift, yeah.
Well, brother, we're going to let you go.
We got any holiday? We got any guys
we
logging in?
We haven't checked any comments yet.
I know it's Christmas, but we'll get out of here. But
holy smoke. Well, I was just going to let you go because I know you're busy and I know you want to spend time with your family in Ohio, but I'm going to put my readers on here.
We got 3 minutes for them.
Oh, man, we got a lot of comments. Let's get through them, man. Barry says, good morning. Morning to you, Barry. Barry comes back and says, hey, Joe and Darren. Hey, Barry. Barry says, hope the drink was good. Did you get a chance to try that?
Yeah, yes, I did. Barry, that's pretty good stuff right there.
The Joe Denim pizza is selling good. Thanks, Stumpy. What about the morning train with Darren Burger, Stumpy? You always leave me out, man.
I don't think they can get enough cows. I mean, I heard he texted me and said the burgers were selling it like crazy too.
Burgers are delicious, man. Absolutely delicious.
So good.
Barry,
Burger,
let's see, Barry, my wife would like to attend. Barry, how many comments from Barry today? I'll bring more flavored water.
And back to Barry.
And Barry, what happens in Bangkok stays there.
No, it doesn't. It actually stays on YouTube, Barry, but close.
And it stays in the court as well. Let's see. Yeah. Connie says, make sure the hotel in Bangkok has an ice machine, especially after some of that flavored water. You know what we need to do? We just need to invite Connie and Barry on with us because it's like every comment is from Connie and Barry today.
I love it. I love it today. It was great seeing him. And he showed me pictures of some pretty nice deer he had got too.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he got a great shot. Hey, there's Adam. Happy holidays, gentlemen.
Yo, Adam.
We need to get Adam to Denim Fest this summer.
I think Adam's holding out until he's used to filming, and shooting photos of really big rock stars. So when Adam shows up, it's going to be a heavy lineup. So
that's exactly right. That's exactly right. Let's see. Back to Barry. I think Joe would be your best client. Todd, Joyce and I started with the first episode of Knight Rider on Tuesday night. Nice.
And I've got a banana.
Nice.
So
okay.
Knight Rider. Todd, that is hilarious.
Way to go, Todd. There's family fun right there, boy.
Stay in there, Todd. You got this, buddy.
Todd, don't give up, man.
My neighbor's dog has got a big set of bowling ball. Anyway.
Don't ever give up, Todd. Just don't do it, man. It'll come around.
I listened to Night Ranger last night. Does that count?
Night Ranger would spell with a K-N. Yeah, that's right.
Todd, that's the funniest part of the show.
Squirrel. Okay, so Karen says Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Karen.
Merry Christmas, Karen. Merry Christmas to you as well. Kay says Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Kay. You guys have a great Christmas yourself. DAC should open for Joe at the next Denim Fest. Yeah, we're going to try and make that happen.
Man,
DAC's girlfriend could work the ground stage for Joe. There you go.
Yeah. Well, she'd only go about 3 feet. It was a short leash. I'm telling you, it was a short leash with a collar. One of those spiky things. It's like spiky thing. I think he got I asked him. I said, "Did you get that leash with those boots, or how did?"
Wow, man. I am so looking forward to hearing the David Allen Co. song now.
Yeah, I want to go watch some Knight Rider.
That's right.
Sounds like Todd and Joyce got it. They got a couple days on us.
We're going to Todd and Joyce's place.
Tell us what happens, Todd. I want to watch this myself. Okay.
I think it's a David Hasselhoff thing. I think next week he's probably going to comment that they're starting Baywatch now or something.
David Allen Co. It's not David Hasselhoff.
Oh, that's right.
Lady on the leash. Yeah.
That's
David
right.
Hasselhoff. Allen Co. Same thing.
David Co. Hasselhoff. That's there it is. Anyway.
Okay. Look. Listen, I'd like to stick around, but it's 10 o'clock, and the new version of Knight Rider just clicked on, so I gotta go.
You gotta beat it, man. Hey, brother, I will talk to you before Christmas, of course, but
right.
Merry Christmas. Enjoy the family time. I
Nice
love
to
you,
meet you.
man. And
right.
Hank says, nice to meet you
Nice
back
to
here.
meet you, Joe.
Hank, love you, Darren. You guys have Merry Christmas, and I'll see you soon.
You'll see you, brother. Take care. Oh, boy. Always something, Hank. Always something.
You told me that you're going to sign me up for therapy before I met Joe, and I can see why.
Yes. Now, don't you feel like you just need to be in some therapy?
Yeah, I do.
Yes. Yeah, that's how everybody feels after one of our Iowa Tennessee connections. You just feel like you need to see your therapist. It's just how it goes. It's more so when we're in person than on stage like we were Saturday night, but that was lots of fun. Anyway, our Iowa Tennessee connection with our buddy Joe Denim. Next week we will be off, just so you know. I'm going to be gone next week, so we will not have our Iowa Tennessee connection, but we will resume the week after that for the first one in the new year. Hey, we're going to roll into the 9 o'clock hour in just a couple of seconds. So you know what to do. Stay right here on the best ride of the day, the morning train only.